Okay. I am live according to OBS and YouTube. It is time to get back to Eldrazhor. And before that, welcome everyone. Uh-oh. The ambulance is coming. I assume you can hear that. You're not getting me. Anyways, welcome everyone. Rowdy here. Let's get back to this wonderful faction event. Having a great old time. Level 230. I'm gonna do full clears till 250. And then it's the 3-room rush right to the boss. Because that's just how I roll. I need to get done. So I ended up taking a 3-hour nap this afternoon. And boy did my back thank me for that one. So hey, let's stream for another hour and a half. See how much we can get done. And go from there. Oh, that's right. I should put up my chat overlay just in case anybody feels like showing up. If they do, that's wonderful. If they don't, that's wonderful as well. Oh boy, math in my head. I don't believe that I can kill that, or kill all of them, without one more cast of shield. So, better safe than sorry. So hopefully by the time everybody is tuning into this, their work week is done, I hope. I know a lot of people do work retail, and they're like, oh, I wish. I have to work Saturdays and Sundays. I'm sorry. I've been there. So we're basically just moving on with the same team I was using before. I started out with Phoenicia. Oh, just the standard Phoenicia team. Phoenicia, Imperial Jewel. Some people use Bronze Ox Pistol. Miraji Queen and Leprechaun. And I switched to this, I don't know, about level 100-ish. And it's been working very well. And once it gets a little bit harder, I'm going to take out Leprechaun, because with the enchant and the explosion, I'm just going to count on Thrall to fill up all my troops. Oh, no, I don't do those during factions. At least not past level, 200. It's too easy to get caught in a cascade of skulls, and I really don't want to waste a sigil. So as I was saying, once it gets a little bit more HP heavy, I'll be taking out that and throwing Sedite Warrior here. And that works out very well. I've done lots of D12s with Sedite Warrior. It's basically having a free cast of Rowan. And then we'll see how far that will take us. Yeah, it's starting to get to that point now where 2 casts of shield and 1 of Rowan is not killing everything. And I don't want to have to cast Rowan twice. Unless I were to only cast shield once. You know, it's a speed thing. Ah, Cedric Sakosintia. Someone posted their copy of Cedric on our Discord, and they're from Italy. And well, now I know what Cedric Sparklesack in Italian is. Maybe we can kill them all in one. Well, of course not. And we all know Cedric is going to do his darndest to move my troops. But once in a while, I get lucky. But now I'm in the troll hole. Not a good place to be. And I say that jokingly, of course. And depending on what happens with, you know, the HP and all that stuff, I may end up switching from Monk, who gets extra mana on 4 or 5 gem matches. I may end up switching that to Sentinel for the 40% skull reduction. I'm not sure. It depends on how well Barrier's going to hold up. Yeah, they're not all dying in one cast now. I mean, it's not hard to fill up Rohan, but... Anyways, enough about the game. This team basically plays itself. For some reason, I was thinking of... What are those things called? I believe they still make them. They have 2 colored candies in a box. One is like black, it's a licorice, and one of them is pink. Jolly Good? Or something like that. I don't know what made me think of that. Well, Rowdy, it would be your brain. That is incorrect, sir. We have figured out you do not have one. We've seen all the 4 matches you missed. I told you, I don't pay attention when I play. Yes, Matron Valen, please go get a facelift. I don't want to have to look at you for another 240 levels. Oh, I can't believe you would do that to my friend. It's a good thing I have... Uh-oh, here comes another ambulance. I may have to start running some Cedric medals, it's looking like. Oh, I'm sorry, Orpheus medals. I still call them Cedric medals, and I probably always will. You know, if the devs can't even figure out what name they want to use for a certain medal, that's not my problem. Yeah, I think they were called Jolly Good candy. Maybe they had white ones in there too. White, pink, and black? I don't know. Somebody will remember. Or I'll think of it in the middle of the night and I'll come out and search it on the computer. Okay, 2 more levels, and then it's time to rush the throne room. And I think once I do that, I'm probably going to switch to Cedric medals. And one on it, probably keep that and bring in Sedite Warrior. Just to make things a little bit faster. Here I am talking about the game. Well, nobody's in chat saying anything, so I have nobody else to talk to. Oh, they're just goblins. That's about what I thought. But Rowan got filled up in one turn. Not a big deal. So Guy Rigsby, you asked me about the Pure Faction teams this morning, and I believe I gave you some incorrect information. So if I see you in chat either today, tomorrow, or whenever, I'll try to get you the correct information. Because somebody in our Discord asked a pretty similar question, and I was mistaken in what I told him. And I feel bad about that because I thought I was repeating what I had been told many times before. And I was mistaken. Oh, thank you, Marthanes Will, for taking all of Thrall's mana. Thrall enjoys his mana. So, anyways, what do people have planned for this weekend? I know not everybody does these faction events to 500. Boy, I miss those days. Used to be I would get them to, 250, 260, and I'd be like, nah, I'm bored, I'm done. Those were good days. So my hope is to finish the faction event tomorrow. And Sunday is football day. And there you go, that's a complete weekend. I didn't say it was fun, just complete. Let's see, I can take those out with that. Not going to worry about skulls. And I do have to thank them for all that brown. I really always hate seeing these troops because they always remind me of the Manithrax. And everybody told me, oh yeah, the Deep Hive and a Manithrax are the two easiest pure faction 500 runs you can do without potions. And I don't know if I just got extremely unlucky or not. By the time I would get to the throne room with the pure faction team, I would have, if I got there at all, I would typically have one, maybe two troops left. And I'm like, well, I thought this was supposed to be easy. Boy, either that or I was really bad at it. I still haven't beat a Manithrax 500 pure faction yet. But then some of them have been quite easy. Even the ones that I played horribly on and still beat them. Well, part of that was luck as well. You do have to get pretty lucky in your pathing. You know, if you run across one room that's basically impassable, and there are rooms like that for every pure faction team, you might as well just start over. Well, let's see how we do. Ooh, a whole 8 damage left. Now 2. Now goodbye, Glitter Claw. And now that I look at this, what is this? A basket for her head? Is it a shield? And how do you sleep with that thing on? Anyways, that's neither here nor there. Well, that's about enough of those skulls, I think. We'll just go ahead and cast that. We're still getting almost all of our armor bonus there. Simple. This delve was supposed to be hard with all the curse and web. They were wrong, and I'm actually going to remember to take that out and put Sedite Warrior in, and hopefully that makes things just a little bit easier. And with Explode and all that, should not have a problem getting Sedite Warrior up. For those of you who aren't aware, it gives armor to an ally, which you're going to cast on Rowan, and does scatter damage equal to the ally's armor. So, if Rowan has 700 armor, you're going to get to cast that spell for 700 damage, which is pretty darn nice. Let me just look at the upgrade on that. What sort of troop? That's a mage. 6 damage, not worth upgrading. I wasn't going to do it now anyways, but I was just curious. Alright, back to the fight. So now we basically just have to wait about one turn to get Thrall up. as opposed to having our empowered leprechaun. Not a big deal. And Thrall's going to fill himself pretty much every time he casts himself. So now we're at 548. Cast Setite on that. Oh yeah. And then one quick cast to Rowan. Everything is dead. Yeah, that's a big improvement. We'll see how far we can take this team. Because most likely this team is faster than the team I think I'm going to have to use to beat the higher levels. Wow, you're still not full. We need more brown. And I gotta cast Setite. So any newer players, mid-level players, here's a team for you. It's pretty darn safe, pretty darn fast, and you don't need any mythics. In fact, you don't need any legendaries. Let me hold off on that one for just a moment. Let me hold off on that one forever. As I run away in terror. Oh, I wasn't born yesterday. I know when I might get beat by something. And a proud man would run away with honor. No, a smart man would run away with no honor. I'm just a little more concerned about the submerge on Leviathan, but you can't keep that forever, so we'll just do it. But I'm not doing the Scylla fight. Wow, thanks for all the brown. Thank you very much. You know, I'm going to cast that real quick just to get a little damage done. And now that Thrall is full, Rowan's full again, not a big deal. I think we can get away with casting that just once. Yeah, what was I so worried about? So I gotta say, it's awfully quiet tonight. I'm a little worried that there might have been a rise of the dead outbreak somewhere, and I just haven't heard it here yet. Because I don't check the news. So you just never can be sure. Let's see, do I have a brown to match on my own? I do not. Actually, I do now. And get rid of the skull. Stop talking about the game, Rowdy. It plays itself. Oh, here we go. My goodness. That's one of the most dangerous, least dangerous fights. Sometimes they just start that brown loop and they just won't stop. And if you're on like Del 480 or something like that, they can wreck your day. Worse than a bad Pauly Shore movie could. Well, I don't think I need to preface that by saying bad Pauly Shore movie. How about just a Pauly Shore movie? Because I don't know if there were ever any good ones. What's that, buddy? Oh, I never did put on Orpheus medals. Just to get rid of the web. I don't think it's going to be a problem. Okay, done with 250. Now we've just got the 3-room rush to the boss until I'm out of sigils or my back tells me it's time to stop. And unfortunately, it's telling me that now, but I can't stop now, so I'm not going to. I've got way too much to get done in this game to stop right at the moment. So I'll give you another half hour to an hour and should be able to get quite a bit done with only doing 3, possibly 4 rooms. I don't really like that one with skeleton, but I'm not going to run away from this one. Even though you can get around that middle room by going on the outside, which I found out earlier, which was very nice. Okay, thank you very much for the skulls. But it's also not a concern at the moment. It may become one. Oh, Graveseer, you smart guy, you. And throne room. Oh, I'm sorry. It's the Matron's Gallery. What sort of art do you think these deep elves have on their walls to make it such a gallery? I'm gonna go with... Dude, you can't say that on YouTube. Okay, I won't. I can think it. Oh. And that didn't kill him. You're the one with the 25% skull reduction, or spell reduction, I believe. Hopefully they don't make me pull Zool out. You know what Zool is short for, don't you? Zoolgoth. I'm sure somebody thought that I was going to go dirty on that one. Oh, absolutely not. Yellow does me no good. Red does me no good. Okay, my mind is stuck in an old commercial. Sorry. Well, I must say that ad campaign must have worked really well if it came back to me after 30 years. I'm not even sure why I cast that twice. I don't think I needed to. So I wasted Sedite. Oh, that's no problem. We're already facing web and snare. Hey, look. It's a pocket spider. Yep, I went there. Again. And now I just had another thing from the 70s and 80s just pop into my head. The Jeffersons TV show. Okay, you've got barrier, so I'm not going to worry if they take a skull. Oh, that's a little bit of a kick in the pants. Rowdy, put on the Orpheus medals. You'll thank yourself. It's starting to look that way, isn't it? There we go. Okay, I think I talked myself into going out and putting on those Orpheus medals. Definitely much more useful than 2 guard medals. What are those called again? Orpheus. I really want to keep my new medal, so I will. And let's get back to this super fun faction day. My, aren't I positive? You and your 25% spell reduction are gonna be making me pull my hair out. Oh gee, another team that's gonna give snare. Alright. Those skulls will all go away. So, getting back to the Jeffersons. The Jeffersons was on for 11 seasons? I want to say from 76 or 77 to about 87 or 88. And about the first 5 seasons of that show were just downright hilarious. Mother Jefferson stole that show. Unfortunately, she passed away, I think, after season 5. What am I talking about the Jeffersons for? I don't know. Just something I was thinking about. But that ran for, I believe, 11 seasons. But then so did Married with Children ran for 11 seasons as well. And that one was closer to me being, quote unquote, a grown up. Okay, they can't get any skulls on me at the moment. Oh dear, I lost shield. Oh no, how will I do 1 damage? I may have to switch to Sentinel class pretty soon. Oh, I forgot about my rewards. Might as well see what we've got. 2 vault keys. 4 orbs of chaos. I've already got Zool. I don't care if I get... Wow. 4 growth orbs. That's funny. If I needed 1... pardon me. Ascendance orb for Zool, I would be so mad right now. But I don't, so I think it's funny. Alright. There's no need to look for purple. He's going to get filled with enchant on that turn. You're full. So anyways, back to the Jeffersons versus Married with Children. Those of you that are old enough to have watched both of those and were old enough to have watched the Jeffersons and understood the humor, if you had to pick one of those 2 shows, and it could be the only show you could watch for the rest of your life, which one would you pick? What do I want to take? Let's just take brown. That'll help fill Sedite just a little bit. Oh, thanks for all that purple and all those skulls. They're like, oh, hey, no problem. You're quite welcome. And thanks for buffing all that armor. They're like, hey, no problem. That's what we do here. We're a full-service enemy shop, and we have everything you need, including skulls, a converter, and at the end we have a beautiful lady and deep mages. Okay, you could probably go one or two more turns. That'd be okay. You pesky deep mages. Anyways, I have to go get a drink that starts with B real quick, and I will be back in about 30 seconds, so don't run away. You can walk slowly, but don't run. Just a moment, please. Hey, guess who's back? I had to get a drink that starts with B. Bicarbonate soda. At least that's my story. I'm gonna stick with it. Alright. I would say, where was I? But I know exactly where I was. Doing this wonderful delve. I think I'm getting quite close to level 300, so I'm going to have to do another purification. Not really what I'm in the mood for tonight, but kind of have to do what you have to do. Can I go, please? Thank you very much. And, of course, more skulls. More web. I still got 150 armor out of that. I am not going to complain. Boy, how about some, easy fights that don't involve web, snare, submerge? They're like, nah, that's for people that are good. Good people don't have to deal with that. You, on the other hand, not you people, me, and if I take that, I get a barrier, but it wastes their turn taking a skull they don't get any use out of. If there were more skulls, they would have found a way to get another turn there. I guarantee that. Yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna be time to move to Sentinel for 40% skull reduction. And you just happen to have Submerge. Thank you very much. Well, I can play the waiting game. Temporarily. Oh, you lost your Submerge. Well, you're about maxed out on armor, so I don't think we're going to get too much more out of this team unless I want to cast Rowan multiple times. Oh, that was 300. Should have done my Purifaction run on that one. Well, we'll give it a shot here. Well, you know what? Let's see. Oh, dear. Well, it needs to get done, so. Eldrazhor. Deep Huntsman. Deep Magus. Deep Magus. Matron Valen. We are not using Deep Elven Rogue. Other people in our guild family have had good luck with this on 300. And I do say luck because I don't know if you guys got to watch me play more. I think everybody in this game thinks they have bad luck most of the time. And they may not be wrong. Let's not take that yet if we don't need to. I don't want to take that and give them a 4 match though. And blue does me no good. And thank you for the skull, and thank you for the pocket spider. Perhaps Matron Valen can kill it. I'm going to pretend like I called that one. I kind of did, but I kind of didn't. And I only see that one match there, and of course that gives them a skull. Big surprise. Hailfire, how are you? You must be off work by now. I'm just sitting here alone, kind of talking to myself every now and then, and working on the Pure Faction team for 300. And it's actually 310 because I forgot. And this needs to fill up somebody. Just a little more damage would be nice. And I need to remind myself, switch to Sentinel class. Oh, Homan filled with Chipotle. Okay, rub it in. I had a frozen, well, half a frozen pizza for dinner. So, I guess I can't complain. Really? Now I gotta work with a pocket spider next time. Instead of a mana gem. Well, if you're filled with Chipotle, you probably need a nap. Huh. That fight scares me. So does that one, because that'll mess up my order. Could do that one. But then I gotta do that fight. Frozen pizza's not bad, but, you know, fresh food? That's pretty nice. So, I can do one fight, which has a good chance to kill me with Glacie in there. Or go around and do two fights, which neither one looks too fun. You know what they say. Sometimes you gotta just grab life and say, give me your strongest Glacian, please. I can handle 563 health, he said as he died and crawled into a ball. Interesting. You do create a hunter's mark, so that's not all bad. Now if I can use that to my advantage somehow. Kind of like that. Even though you've got 65% skull reduction, it's a good start. And I just need to deny them brown and purple, which they can get neither right now. Oh, I quit not long after you left before. I think I stopped around level 220. But yes, it's been a very, very long day playing this. And there's other people who probably have already finished. I don't know how they do it, but... Okay, one more skull hit or spell should take care of Glacian. That makes me a little happier right there. Blue does me nothing, red does me nothing. But it's a safe play. So I'm guessing that there is not a zombie apocalypse out there. He probably would have said something in chat about that. But it's been so quiet in here that I almost worried that something like that had happened. I really didn't want to do that, but that was the only thing I could do. And the worst part is I don't have any more pocket spiders. I added Sedite Warrior to that Rowan team, but it is starting to run out of goodness now, unless I want to cast Rowan twice, which I kind of don't. So unfortunately, I think probably I don't know, probably another 40 to 50 levels, I'm going to have to switch to one of two teams that I have planned. Oh, thanks for telling me that, Alpha. Zombies everywhere. I drive on the interstate, so it's crazy on... Oh, Foo. Hi, how are you doing? It's... Well, let's see. I think it's about 2 a.m. there for you, isn't it? And the zombies everywhere, you're probably not wrong. I think this throne room fight's going to be pretty tough without Deep Huntsman here to give me mana. But maybe we can struggle through. Alright, cross my fingers that the Matron's Gallery only has some art on the walls and not anything else. Because they seem to have a lot more HP than me. I've always thought that was unfair, but wait until level 500, they say. Brown does me nothing. Basically, purple, yellow is about all I care about. So... purple and yellow. Thank you, game. For once. Now if I could just sucker them into some skulls. We got a lucky kill off of Matron Valen. I think that just gave my back about 5 extra minutes of life. But now they have their own pocket spider, so I'm not too happy with that one. Alright, we need to put Hunter's Mark on that thing. Oh, no, they didn't. Oh, yes, they did. They made it so the only move I can take is to give them a skull. I like that. Oh, no, they didn't. That's why... As I said, that's why you keep looking around for a different match, and that match would have been absolutely fine if they hadn't decided to do a Skyfall skull kill on me. But what are you gonna do? Sometimes these things happen. And the important part is, you only have to win the pure faction fight with one troop left. It doesn't matter. That might be the smartest move Hailfire has made all day. Going to check a different stream. Hey, I'm gonna go watch somebody who's fun. And let's see. You do not have the spell reduction. Oh, I wondered why my damage was so low. Deep Elven Rogue eliminates attack from an enemy. Luckily it's webbed right now, but I'm gonna be have to. That's some very good diction there. Anyways, looks like I will be trying to kill with spell damage, not skull damage. Because I'm doing 9 skull damage right now. Not very impressive. And why do I have no green? So I can fill up Matron Valen. It's some sort of conspiracy. Oh, please don't kill Matron Valen with your death mark. Don't want to take that. Why don't we just get some more skull damage on you? That was about as safe as I could play that turn. And it still backfired. Can't take that. Well, we'll just hope there wasn't a skull there. There was not. I don't like pure faction runs. They make me have to think a little too hard. Ah, there we go. Okay, yellow, purple, or green. All right. that was less than fun. 500 is going to be quite a bear. And as I said before, remember, let's move to Sentinel class. And we'll see how many more levels we can get out of... Where are you at, Sentinel? SE. Oh, level 69. It'd be nice to get level 70 on that. Oops, too far. Shield of Erskaya. First troop is Rowan. We got Thrall. And Setite Warrior. Let us see. I don't know how many sigils I have left. It might be more than I can do tonight, but we'll see. That's some pretty good bicarbonate soda. Well, it starts with B. I just choose to call it bicarbonate soda. And let's clear some skulls out with Thrall. I should have done something different on that turn. I should have taken that skull just so they didn't take that. Really? You had to get an extra turn right then, huh? Well, that kind of makes me think I might switch to my final form. I mean, my final team. Yes, the world's not ready for my final form yet. It's a mix of a... Well, I can't say. It's kind of a secret. Yeah, this is not going to work very well. As long as they're not getting skulls, let's just take what damage we can get right now. There's the wonderful pocket spider. And Rowan is dead. That unfortunate 4-match they got to fill Glacian and then cast their Doom Skulls was unfortunate. And it feels like I'm not taking any armor off them at all. Oh boy. Yeah. That's not a triple brown there. Good job, Rowdy. Yeah, this is pretty much a wasted one now. See, how do you... Those Skyfall skulls, you can't predict them. You know what? There's no sense wasting my time. So, that was an unfortunate loss of a sigil. And I have 2 left. Which team do I want to use? I think Smart Money is on the Yasmin's Pride team. At least we'll give it a go and see how well that works. And we definitely want Titan for that one. Troops. Troops, Ketris. Thrall for mana gen, and Yao. I think we'll put Yao second. Let's change our banner. Brown green is... that one takes away red. I think this one takes away... that's green. Brown? Yeah, that one takes away blue. That's perfect. And I don't think web's going to affect this team too much. But that's what I get for thinking. We all saw how that last fight went. And I've got barrier, so just remember that. That could make things a little interesting on this first fight, with 2 of them having stealthy. Do not have an extra turn. With red purple. Hey Tasco, how are you? Thumb heart thumb. Hope you had a pretty good day. I just switched to this team here. I had a team that I thought was working out well, and, well, we know how that goes in this game. The best laid plans of mice, men, and people named Rowdy. They don't always work out quite so well. So I've switched to the Yasmin's Pride team that I like. In fact, I think this was one of my Tower of Doom teams for this week. Well, at least you got the new mythic. I'm doing alright. Best I can. And that's good you got the new mythic. I only had time to just do a little testing with it this morning and do that short video on it. I'll probably mess with it just a little bit more once the delve is done this time, sometime this weekend. but I don't think I'm gonna put a lot of time into it, just because it's a troop that, you know, okay, it does damage to all troops and can bless one troop every other turn. Not that bad. Or, I'm sorry, not that exciting. I think Hellfire was more excited to see you in chat, Tasco, than me. I'm sorry. She's like, ooh, another person. Uh, Elemental Bow? Is that the one you're speaking of? The one with the Guardians. Okay. Back to trying to figure out what I'm doing here. Okay. How about we strip some armor? And we've got armor stripped off them. We have an extra turn lined up. And that should take care of those skull alignments. Oh, Strixbow, okay. I don't know how long. I may not have used Strixbow in so long, I don't even know what it does. How's that for a good answer? Oh, you're not taking my thunder. I'm just happy when anybody shows up here. Heck, if I could give anybody in chat my mouse right now and they could play the rest of my sigils for me, I'd be more than happy to let them. They gotta use my team, though. Just because, unless somebody on this team gets death marked, this team is basically unkillable. Oh, Nimbus Bow. Yeah. That one sounds more familiar. I can't tell you what it does, but it sounds more familiar. So I'll fess up, Hailfire, while you were gone, I was fighting the Glacian team in the middle 5 room, and they just happened to get lucky. Get a 5 match right before I was going to kill him. I think he had like 20 HP left. And he got a 4-5 match and decided to blast me with Doom Skulls and basically wasted my sigil. I tried to keep fighting, but I failed quite badly. How far have you gotten up, or are you completely done, Tasco? I'm scared of skulls in this. In most delves that I can't have, High King Iron Gut up front after he's done a couple Devours. Yeah, I like that luck in quotation marks. You know, it is what it is. I think that's the first one I've lost in quite a long time. But that's alright. I almost want to try that Mountain Crusher Lord Slaughter team, but I'm too afraid. So, let it be known, Tasco has more guts than me. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, I really wish I could keep something at 20. But between trying Pure Faction 500, I'm just farming level 50 at .5 multiplier when I get around to it on certain days. Other than new event or new delves coming out, I really don't have much incentive right now to care about delves. You know what? I will try one off stream tomorrow morning before I come back on to finish the event. And I'll see what it looks like. It just seems, I don't know, they've got so much HP that if Lord of Slaughter misfires, it just seems like you're going to lose Mountain Crusher just like that. But as I said, I'll give it a go tomorrow morning or whatnot. Oh, that killed everything. I wasn't paying attention. And why was I even doing that room? I was supposed to be rushing the gallery room here. Matron's Gallery. Well, I'm more worried about keeping the hero alive in the first place. If your barrier runs out and you get an unlucky skull barrage from either one of those two, I could see Mountain Crusher dying in like 2 hits. You know, they've got damage 177. Oh, Doom event. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about this delve. It's been a long day, and I took a nap this afternoon. Luckily, I'm done with my 25 floors on the Doom event. So, I'm just going to say, oh, I don't have to do any more. Because we finished all the reward tiers. And thank you for clarifying that. Otherwise, I probably would have tried one tomorrow and go, wait, I can't use this. But now it's all good. Let's see. You know what, I'm just going to cast it. I don't care if they get an extra turn out of that. As I said, this team, it's basically unkillable. Yeah, when Yao's got 848 life, I'm doing, you know, that'd be make me do math. That's like 356 damage to 2 enemies and 1 if there's 1 left. But you know what? I do have quite a few sigils left in that Tower of Doom event. Maybe I'll go give that team a whirl tomorrow, because I think somebody posted a similar team in our Tower of Doom tab on our Discord. So, yeah, I'll give that a shot. Oh, I am out of delves because I died that one time. So, I made it up through 340, so it looks like tomorrow, I think tomorrow probably stream the rest of this faction. I don't know. I'm Central Time in the US, so probably noon, 1 o'clock, somewhere around there. I'll put a message out if anybody wants to show up. Probably going to have to buy a couple more tiers of level 7 to have enough sigils to finish and attempt the Pure Faction 500. Yeah, that legendary goblin. That's pretty interesting. Oh, you're in the UK, so you're... I think, last time I did a stream, I think you were like 6 hours ahead of me. So it must be quite late there. So yeah, I'm thinking about noon, 1 p.m. my time tomorrow, and I'm hoping I can finish in an hour and a half. Hailfire will be at work. Well, that's okay. You won't miss much, I don't think. 127. Yeah, so you're 6 hours ahead of me. So, anyways, anyone that showed up and watched, even if it was just for a few minutes, I do appreciate that. Anybody that was in chat, I appreciate that. And anybody that likes and or dislikes, I appreciate that as well. So, being out of sigils, I'm going to call it a night, and I will catch everybody tomorrow when I finish the event. Thanks much, everyone.